To be you, it had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, or even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Never be cross, tried to be boss, they wouldn't do, for nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. Baby, it had to be you, wonderful you, had to be you.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you.
Truck driver's blues. Oh, these truck driver's blues. kicking my nerves, pumping them brakes, slamming them gears. Seems like I ain't been home in 10 years. Oh, these truck drivers blue. Hey! I've been on that road all day and all night, and I look like I come from a rooster fight. Taking caffeine, hot steam, running
is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. Brothers' lives were different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. Thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it came my time to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader.
Rosemarie Hoyt Weber. That's my maiden name.
And when and where were you born?
I was born in Manila in a Catholic hospital, St. Paul's Hospital in the walled city, which is called Intramuros, on March 9th, 1931. Until I was actually 11. So when I was 11, my mother and I moved to the main building, which was the administration building, but they also had classrooms. And my mother and I were in room 40A. So I started 5th grade in the camp, and 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I never finished 8th grade. The learning wasn't the best. That wasn't because the teachers weren't good, Tom. It was just that the food was so poor. Closer and closer and closer. In 1944, the front gate closed. Prior to that, the servants could come and bring some food, like, bananas and stuff. But after early 44, the gate closed, and then we just survived on fish heads or gruel, or some people did have shanties, which people could build, but I would have had to have my dad, so my mother and I never had a shanty. But some people did have shanties, and they were built of nipa. You could never stay overnight in a shanty, but you could stay there during the day. So then in 45, as we approached the end of our captivity, again, more and more rumors and more American planes flying over, and it was so nice to see not to see the red sun, which is indicative that it was a Japanese plane. And I have no hatred, because as I told you earlier, my mother said hating the Japanese will never bring your father back, and that isn't. So, but we were mighty glad to see our stars and, the American planes fly over. And then on February 3rd, as I said earlier, I was sitting alone eating my bowl of cereal when I heard what I thought was raindrops, and I looked outside, and the pavement was dry, and then everybody started screaming, "The Yanks are here, the Yanks are here," and then I ran downstairs. It was a huge building, 3 floors, big, wide stairway, and out into the huge yard, and you could imagine 40 acres, and everybody started crying and screaming, "The Yanks are here, the Yanks are here," and they came in and gave us their rations. And as I told you, my mother was again in the hospital then, and I'm just repeating something that I said earlier, that I thought they were all Catholic because I had never seen a dog tag. And of course I was extremely happy, and my mom just smiled, because she knew that couldn't be possible, that only Catholics would join the service.
So word traveled fast of anything.
Yes,
breaking.
yes.
And so it gave you hope too.
Yes.
It gave everyone hope that eventually you guys might be rescued.
Yes, and I have to tell you something my mother said that is very true. I said, like in 43 and early 44, I'd say, "Mom, why are so many people dying?" And she'd say, my nickname was Mimi. She said, "Mimi, that's because people have given up hope." And that was her philosophy. Here she had 2 kinds of dysentery, plus beriberi, which is a vitamin deficiency. And it was a miracle that she lived. And she just never gave up hope. In fact, even before she died in 1981, she said, because my dad's body was never found, she would say, "Wouldn't it have been wonderful, Mimi, if Daddy had been found on an island," and she knew that it wouldn't happen, but hope was a very important virtue to her.
The fall is here, my sister's home again. A baby waits beneath her skin. Who she is, who she's meant to be, is sweetly tied to what's within. And we cross the stepping stones, grateful I don't have to go alone. Is all that I could ever know, all that I could ever hope to be. If this is my last request, to take love and make the best, I'd fall down on broken leaves and live for the simple things. Oh, I take every moment and hope be my path, and you take my weary hand and heart. Yesterday I saw my grandpa's grave. I wrote a note and tried to pray. So many days where I don't feel okay. Help me find my